course, way before he came here, he had asked me if I was religious when I was younger. And I said, yeah, I wanted to be a priest. And I had not told anybody about that. In fact, I was actively trying to hide that fact from everyone, but something in me just sort of spoke out and said that. But I still couldn't quite fully commit, but I started coming back to Mass. This really wonderful lady had asked me, invited me after coming back to Mass for a few weeks to help out with the youth group. That wonderful lady is back there. She's running our live stream right now. That's Catherine. And so I started helping out with youth group, and I just fell in love with youth ministry and helping out and talking to teens and trying to help them not make the mistake that I had just made. And while we were on a retreat in San Diego during adoration with Father Mike Schmitz, the Lord had called out to me. And my eyes were open, and I once again could refocus on the Lord. And this voice flew through my head. Were you religious when you were younger? Yeah, I wanted to be a priest. And my immediate reaction was, oh no. Lord, I see what you're doing. No. And as the Lord allowed me to open my eyes and see what he was doing, the more I realized that what the Lord intended for me was what was best for me. He was calling me to then talk to the priest that was with us on that retreat, who was my senior year high school chaplain, Father Kurt Pereira. I'm pointing all of this out so that you guys can see that the Lord was very active in trying to pursue me here. I then went and talked to Father Kurt, and we had just sort of talked about what had happened, and then I, for a couple years, continued to pray on it and talk to the Lord, and I decided eventually to fully surrender, to give to the Lord and to pursue what it was that he was calling me to enter into seminary. And now I normally say that the greatest decision I ever made was to enter seminary, but really the greatest decision I had made was to surrender to what God wanted for me. Because I had been fighting it for years, and as soon as I said yes, as soon as I said, okay, Lord, after all of the no's, I had peace. I was joyful. I was joyful at Our Lady of Joy. So I just invite all of you, if any of you are trying to figure out what to do next in life, if you have not invited the Lord into that yet, please open your heart to him. He knows what's best for you. He knows what you're called to, and he loves you and wants you to pursue the best thing for you. Thank you so much on behalf of my brother seminarians and the St. Mary's House. Thank you for having us. There will be a Q&A in the hall immediately following Mass. I know this has been a long one. You guys have made it through. Great job. God bless you. Please pray for us. We are praying for you. Thank you so much.